What's the most infuriating first world problem? When automatic sinks don't sense your hand at the right time and you're just fisting the air with a handful of soap. Being bored on the internet. Having at your disposal 150 cable TV channels, on demand, HBO, Netflix, Hulu, etc., as well as 500 DVDs on the shelf, but there's still nothing good on. When you hit the restart button instead of shut down. Having so much food in your fridge and pantries that you become exhausted at the possibilities of cooking it, so you just eat out. Getting pissed at my phone for hanging on to the one last bar of Wi-Fi when I can switch over to data. Please, if you're commenting about the Android settings to fix this, please refrain from doing so. This is my new first world problem now. Clamshell plastic packaging. Feeling sad because you're human and humans feel that way sometimes. But then looking at every wonderful privilege you have around you and feeling bad for feeling sad. Also tangled earphones. Screw those naughty Complaining about the quality of the food brought directly to your lap while you lay back, watching movies, drinking wine and flying majestically through the sky like a 21st century fat slobby unicorn. Someone put a pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket in my box of meatball Hot Pockets, cooked a meatball Hot Pocket and got pepperoni pizza. Watching a new TV show that's amazing, but knowing that it's extremely unlikely you will ever be able to find a TV show similar to said one that invokes feelings just as great. The 3 attempts it takes to plug in a USB cable. When you're going through self-serve at the supermarket and you take your groceries off wait thing too early so it thinks you're stealing, then it stops and says wait for assistance so you have to awkwardly wave over the attendant. 100 plus games in your Steam library, but nothing interesting to play. People that don't know that a traffic light works like a 4-way stop when a traffic light goes out. It's like driving through a demolition derby. Everything being connected to the internet and relying on it. I couldn't do my washing this morning because the internet was down where I live. A rise in chronic autoimmune diseases. There are a few theories. My fave being the hygiene hypothesis. We're much cleaner now. The immune system doesn't know how to handle it. Freaks out. I have lupus, so I've definitely got some skin in the game. I've got eczema, so I would have skin in the game, if only I could keep it from flaking off. When your earbuds get caught in something and gets yanked out of your ears. Bonus points if it makes you drop your phone. When only one of your earphones work. When your wallet is too fat with cash and you have to take it out of your back pocket to sit down. When you run out of episodes of a TV show after binging 50 of the previous seasons in the last 3 days. When Reddit goes down. When the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20. The vast selection of flavored waters in the grocery aisle. Being too tired to eat. Having a refrigerator full of food but not wanting any of it to eat. So you grab the $500 smartphone and place a $20 order for pizza, soda, and wings. The pizza arrives and you tip the pizza guy a few bucks but only do it out of courtesy. You then proceed to sit down and flip through hundreds of channels that you pay for and deem nothing watchable. So you power on your expensive gaming device, load up Twitch and watch people play a game you already own. Slice after slice until the pizza that could feed a family of 4, you don't even eat the crust, you just throw it away. You aren't even watching the TV. You're on your phone on Reddit talking about the worst first world problems. When you reach over to grab some water on the nightstand and accidentally spill it over your phone, tablet, wallet and have to wake TF up and dry everything off really fast and you still don't even get your water. Hot dogs being sold in packages of 10. Hot dog buns being sold in packages of 8. Going overseas. Falling in love with ketchup Pringles. Coming back home. Realizing that they don't sell ketchup Pringles in your country. Devastated. Deciding whether to put extra money into my savings or towards my debt, which has the same interest rate. When your phone charger only works when it's angled in a very specific way, or only works on one side. Forgetting your laundry in the dryer and your clothes getting wrinkled. Batteries are causing impossible to open devices to die way quicker than they would with a removable battery. When the Wi-Fi goes down. Chaos. Bonus answer. Trying to set up multiple monitors. When my Starbucks order is wrong and I have to again have the internal fight between the social anxiety of asking for it to be remade and the cheapskate in me that can't stand paying $5 for a beverage I won't really enjoy. Everything is conveniently packaged in plastic, but there is nothing good to do with said plastic afterwards. On the highway. Fast lane hogs. People who sit in the overtaking lane, without overtaking, and thereby effectively making it impossible for anyone going faster to pass, especially if they deliberately match the speed of the vehicle in the lane next to them. When your friends are suicidal from the depression caused by day-to-day modern life. It seems like the modern experience is one that is secure yet so utterly unengaging that it brings us to madness. For thousands of years, humankind toiled in fields to scrape by, but the connection with nature and the physical exertion helped us in certain ways. Now, many white-collar workers have food on the table and stable housing, but the mundane nature of modern office life is killing them inside. We're in no man's land when it comes to existential fulfillment, safe, but lacking all meaning. Chewing too loud to hear your TV. Getting upset because you can't decide what food you want delivered at your door. When you've lied down nice and snug on your bed but forgot to turn off the lights. A lot of people are living in homes with dangerously outdated electrical wiring. It is expensive to rewire a house, so generally it's only done after something goes very wrong. People who are offended when you don't text back within minutes. Put a break on it. Karen, I'm at work and I'll get around to you when I have a minute. Not being able to use your very nice and very expensive headphones with your iPhone. When you order an unbreakable plastic cover for your phone online and it gets delivered in a box the size of a fridge, which is stuffed with a ton of paper, foam chips and whatnot to keep it from breaking. I like apples. Specifically, I like Spartan apples. They're the perfect mixture of sweet and tart, crisp and juicy. They're also very hard to come by. If I go to the store they'll have at least 6 types of apples, often more. Red Delicious, Granny Smith, Macintosh, Pink Lady, Ambrosia, etc., etc., but no Spartan apples, so I don't get any apples. Not having a job so you have to live off the money the government gives you. Having a job but it pays a tiny wage, barely enough for food and rent and bills, but still more than 90% of the world earns. Happened to me earlier today. Game crashed halfway through a quest it took forever to do over. Having access to the most advanced medical science and not being able to afford treatments due high-cost BC companies want excess profit. Ordering at Subway. I'd like a foot-long BLT on Italian, toasted, with ranch. On Italian. Yup. Foot-long, yes. And you said toasted right. Calling Comcast. Trying to navigate their VRU. Finally getting to a person. Then finally speaking to John or Sally, who are entirely unable to help you. Eventually being hung up on when they say they need to transfer you to another department. When there are no paper towels in the public restroom, only air dryers. Loneliness. I have spent a lot of time in developing countries such as Colombia or Vietnam, and people seem to be more socially connected and spend most of the time surrounded by family and friends. Loneliness and social isolation makes people's lives miserable in many developed countries. When my internet starts glitching out, I have to get my lazy ass up, unplug the router, stand there like an idiot for 29 seconds, then plug it back in. Oh, woe is my life. When my smart house light switches stop working because my computer rebooted, then, before I go upstairs to bed, I have to walk around the house and shut off each light manually, all 5 of them, manually. Overpackaged products. What the f***? I'm killing the environment with like a box. Packing peanuts. Another box. Clamshell plastic. A cardboard insert. A whole instruction booklet, and like sick ad postcards. All for a single wireless mouse I bought, not to mention all the fuel and such it takes to get it to me. Like goddammit, put the stupid thing in a compostable plastic and recycled cardboard box and ship it to me in a clean energy truck that runs on methane, propane or something. You're killing me. Wages are stagnate, but prices are increasing. The idea that giving money is a zero-sum equation. Give to this charity, instead of that charity, or this cause, and not that cause. Look at how people are saying not to give to a fund to rebuild Notre Dame and instead donate to rebuild the bombed-out black churches. There is enough money in the world to do it all. There's no such thing as a single pie that gets carved up. There's always more pie. We make pie every day. We can fix poverty. We can give to both funds. There is enough money in the world to fix poverty and homelessness and hunger. We just refuse to do what's needed. How absolute my Wi-Fi is, and how I bought a massive Ethernet cord to counteract the problem, and now how the cord is broken and I've been forced to use the Wi-Fi again.